One of the most underrated things, in my opinion, that travel gives you isn't the pictures or the stories, it's people. I mean, imagine it, you're in your 30s and you've got 10 friends you can visit in cities all across the world. Just because you allowed yourself to travel in your 20s and were bold enough to socialize while doing it. So in today's video, I'll show you step by step how you can build a global friends map and why future you will be grateful you did. When you think about traveling, you're probably picturing landscapes, beaches, viewpoints, or cool buildings. But if you actually go back and think about your past trips, oftentimes what really sticks, the memories or the moments, aren't about the places per se, but rather really about the people. Whether it's the friends that you traveled with, or maybe just some cool stranger that you met and talked to. And so, when building this map, not only is it nice because you're socializing and getting to meet new people, there's also a couple of extra benefits. Firstly, if you stay in touch with that person, you've got an extra city that feels a little more like home to you, simply because there's someone there that you know. Also, when you visit that city, you can see it from the viewpoint of a local, instead of getting led into the tourist traps, because you've got someone who knows the place. Also, it's a strange thing of you've got an extra place you can visit when you feel stuck at home. Because let's be honest, when you're planning a trip, it's just mentally a lot harder and challenging to try to plan a trip to somewhere that you don't know, that you have no connection to. But if you know that you're visiting someone, you've got like an anchor at that place, it's just mentally a lot easier. And lastly, this is kind of a more an abstract point, but it just opens up your mind a little more to the fact that life and social networks aren't just in your small bubble, in your hometown. It's bigger, the world is bigger. You can know and talk to people all across the world. And so it just, I guess, kind of expands your horizons to a degree. So if you're gonna be traveling in your 20s anyway, you might as well go ahead and build this friends map. Here's how. I like to think of this as an actual map, with every trip being a new chance to add a dot or a pin representing a new friend, a new person you genuinely would like to see again. Now, understand that you don't need 100 people like this. Just 1 or 2 proper connections and friendships per trip are already an absolute win. And now I've got a 3-step plan for you on how to actually achieve this. It's going to be about where you put yourself, how you act in the exact moment, and thirdly, and probably most importantly, but still most overlooked, is staying in touch. So let me break it down for you. Now, step 1 is gonna be where you put yourself. Understand that if you want to connect, you've got to put yourself physically in a place where other people are also open to connect. Now, most of the times this could mean hostels, the common rooms in hostels. This could mean free walking tours, guided tours, anything like that. This could be language exchanges, meetups, day trips, cooking classes, pub crawls, whatever, co-working spaces, social cafes. Now put it into contrast with just staying at your private Airbnb, you always eat alone, and you walk through the city with your headphones on or earphones in, head held down. Of course you're not gonna make new friends like that. Now look, no one's asking you to be social 24/7, of course not. Just give yourself a chance every now and then when you're on a trip to connect with people who share your same interest of exploring the world, the same fascination. Step 2, what you do once you're around people. You don't have to have any special kind of social skills or anything for this. You just need to be a little bit curious. I mean, keep it simple in the beginning. Ask them where they're from, ask them how long they'll be staying in that city. Maybe ask them why they chose this city, this destination. And after a while you can go a layer deeper. Ask them, for example, what was one trip that really surprised them, or maybe one trip that was a complete fail, anything like that. You can also ask them, like, if a if I went to your city, what would be the first thing you'd show me? Like anything like that. And not only are you having a nice time, you're meeting new people, socializing, you're also expanding your knowledge on the world, because maybe they're from somewhere that you've never heard of. Probably they're from somewhere that you've never heard of, and somewhere that you probably never would have heard of because it's not covered on TikTok and YouTube. And so you gain so much knowledge about culture and new places, which is super cool. Then, after that, you should be the one suggesting something small, like for example, hey, I'm gonna look at that viewpoint tomorrow, wanna join me? Or I'm gonna go eat out, you can come with if you want to, anything like that. Just ask them to join you on any type of activity to just strengthen that bond. Because most travel friendships basically start like that. It's not any crazy moments or anything. It's just those small things where you get to know each other. And then if you see that you're vibing, you're kicking it off with each other, just don't overthink it. Ask them, hey, you've got Instagram? They're gonna have Instagram. Follow each other and just tell them, hey, if you ever come to my city, hit me up, I'll show you around. Or if I ever get to your city, I'll I'll get to you, let's stay in touch. And lastly, to step number 3, that most people fail on or forget, is actually staying in touch afterwards. Now, the first thing I want you to do while you're still in that city is to simply write them a first message with some context. Like for example, I don't know, it was nice meeting you in Lisbon or whatever. So that future you has a kind of a pinpoint to who that person is, you know, where you met, whatever, just as a small reminder in case years afterwards you have to remind yourself of that. And after that, it really doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be best friends, you don't have to talk all the time. Just every now and then react to a story, ask how they're doing, just to stay in touch, to keep the contact alive. And if it comes to the point, you can tell them, hey, if you ever get to my city, hit me up, I'll show you around, we can grab a coffee. Or you can tell them, hey, I'll be in your city, whatever, in May, maybe we can grab a coffee if you're free. Now this might feel tiny right now, but a couple years into this, you're gonna have a bunch of people that you can hit up and you can visit in new foreign cities, or who can maybe visit you. You see, this isn't about free couches or saving money, even though those could be nice bonus points you get from this. It really is more about the things I told you about before. When you visit those people, you just feel a little more at home, a little more comfortable. You've basically got a free local tour guide. You've expanded your horizons on the world a little. I mean, sure, you can spend your 20s knowing the same couple of people in the same place. That's one way to live, and if that makes you happy, if you're content with that, hey, feel free to do so. But maybe just consider building a global network of people, of friends that you can move through in life and have a nice time doing it. I mean, it would be a shame to be able to say that you've seen so many places, you've seen so much of the world, but you never truly connected with anyone there. And on my South Europe coast trip, I don't just want to tick off cities on the list. I want to add a couple dots to my own map. People that I might still talk to 5 or 10 years later. Because to be quite frank and honest, I'm a bit of a social autist and socially awkward myself. I find it really hard to talk to new people. But I will make a video on how I think travel can help you overcome that, and how you can hack that with travel. I might link that video right here in case you see this video later. Otherwise, you can also watch this video. See you next time.